Newfoundland and Labrador is the easternmost province of Canada in the country's Atlantic region. The province comprises the island of Newfoundland and the continental region of Labrador, having a total size of 405,000 square kilometers. In 2021, the population of Newfoundland and Labrador was estimated to be 521,000. The island of Newfoundland and its smaller neighboring islands is home to around 84% of the province's population, with more than half residing at the Avalon Peninsula. Labrador borders the province of Quebec and the French overseas collective of Saint Pierre and Miquelon lies about 20 kilometers west of the Burin Peninsula. According to the 2016 census, 97% of the residents reported English as their native language, making Newfoundland and Labrador Canada's most linguistically homogeneous province. A majority of population is descended from English and Irish settlers, giving Newfoundland its reputation as the most Irish place outside Ireland. St. John's, the capital and largest city of Newfoundland and Labrador, is the Canada's 22nd largest census metropolitan area, and it's home to about 40% of the province's population. St. John's is the seat of the House of Assembly of Newfoundland and Labrador, as well as the jurisdiction's highest court, the Newfoundland and Labrador Court of Appeal. Until 1949, the Dominion of Newfoundland was a separate dominion in the British Empire. In 1933, the House of Assembly of the self-governing Dominion voted to dissolve itself and to hand over administration of Newfoundland and Labrador to the British-appointed Commission of Government. This followed the suffering caused by the Great Depression and Newfoundland's participation in the World War I. On March 31, 1949, it became the 10th and newly province to join the Canadian Confederation as Newfoundland. On December 6, 2001, the Constitution of Canada was amended to change the province name to Newfoundland and Labrador. The name Newfoundland was lettered by King Henry VII about the land explored by Sebastian and John Cabot in Portuguese in the Terra Nova, while the province's full name is Terra Nova e Labrador, which literally means new land, and is also the French name to the province island region Terra Nova. The name Terra Nova is widely used to the island, e.g. Terra Nova National Park. The influence of earlier Portuguese explanation is also reflected in the name of Labrador, which derived from the surname of the Portuguese navigator João Fernandes Labrador. Labrador's name in the Inuktitut language spoken in Nunavut is Nunatsuyak, meaning the big land. Terre Nouvelle et Labrador is the French name used in the Constitution of Canada. However, French is not widely spoken in Newfoundland and Labrador and is not an official language at the provincial level. Newfoundland and Labrador is the most easterly province in Canada, situated in the northeastern region of North Canada. The Strait of Belle Isle separated the province into two geographical parts: Labrador, connected to mainland Canada, and Newfoundland, an island in the Atlantic Ocean. The province also includes over 7,000 tiny islands. Newfoundland has a roughly triangular shape. Each side is about 4 100 kilometers long, and its area is 108,000 square kilometers. Newfoundland and its neighboring small islands, excluding French possessions, has an area of 111,000 square kilometers. Newfoundland extends between latitudes 46 degrees and 51 degrees north. As of October 1st, 2021, Newfoundland and Labrador had a population of 521,000. More than half of population lived at Avalon Peninsula of Newfoundland, site of the capital and historical area settlement. Since 2006, the population of the province has started to increase for the first time since the early 90s. In the 2006 census, the population of the province decreased by 1.5% compared to 2001 and stood at 505,000. But by the 2011 census, the population had risen by 1.8%. Some municipalities of Newfoundland and Labrador: St. John, Conception Bay, South Paradise, Mount Peril, Corner Brook, Grand Fall, Windsor, Uganda, Portuguese Cove, St. Philip's, Happy Valley, Gross Bay, Torbay. According to the 2001 Canadian census, the large ethnic group in Newfoundland and Labrador is English, followed by Irish, Scottish, French, First Nation, while the half of the respondents also identified their ethnicity as Canadian. Languages spoken there include English, French, Armenian, Chinese, Spanish, German, Inuktitut, Urdu, Arabic, Dutch, Russian, and Italian. According to the 2021 census, religious groups in Newfoundland and Labrador included Christianity, religion, Islam, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, Judaism, indigenous spirituality, others. The largest single religious dominion by number of adherents, according to the 2011 National Household Survey, was the Roman Catholic Church, followed by Protestant Dominion and Anglican Church of Canada. For many years, Newfoundland and Labrador experienced a depressed economy followed by collapse of the cod fishery. During the early 1990s, the province suffered cod unemployment rate and the population decreased by roughly 60,000 due to the major energy and resource boom. The provincial economy has had a major turnaround since the turn of the 21st century. Unemployment rate decreased, the population stabilized and had moderate growth. The province has gained record surpluses, which has rid it of its status as have-not province. Economic growth, GDP, exports and employment resumed in 2010 after suffering the effect of the late 2000s recession. In 2010, total capital investment in the province grew to Canada USD 6.2 billion and increased of 23% compared to 2009 GDP. 2010 GDP reached 28.1 billion USD compared to 25 billion USD in 2009. Its primary sector, oil production from offshore oil platform of the Hibernia, White Rose and Terra Nova oil fields on the Grand Banks, was of 110 million BBL, which contributed to more 15% of the province's GDP in 2006. Total production from the Hibernia field from 1997 to 2006 was 733 million BRL, with an estimated value 36 billion USD. This will increased with the inclusion of the latest project. Avalon remaining reserves as estimated at almost 2 GBL as of December 31, 2006. The mining sector in Labrador is still growing. The iron ore mine at Wabash, Labrador City, and the nickel mine in Voisey Bay produced a total of $3.3 billion worth of ore in 2010. The fishing industry remains an important part of the provincial economy, employing roughly 20,000 and contributing over $440 million to the GDP. The secondary sector, newsprint, it produces more than paper mill in corner block, while the capacity of 420,000 tons per year. The value of newsprint export varies greatly from year to year, depending on the global market price. Lumber is produced by numerous mills in Newfoundland. Apart from seafood processing, paper manufacturing, and oil refinery, ring manufacturing in the province consists of smaller industries producing food, brewing, and other beverage production. Tertiary sector service industry accounted for the largest share of GDP, especially financial services, healthcare, and public administration. Other significant industries are mining, oil production, and manufacturing. The total labor force in 2018 was 261,000 people. Per capita GDP in 2017 was $62.573 million, higher than the national average and third only in Alberta and Saskatchewan out of Canadian province. Before 1950, the visual arts were a minor aspect of Newfoundland culture life compared with the performing arts such as music or theatre. Until about 1900, most arts was work of visiting artists who included members of the group of seven, Rockwell Kent and Elliot O'Hara. Artists such as Newfoundland-born Maurice Cullen and Robert Pilot traveled to Europe to study art in prominent ateliers. Newfoundland and Labrador has a folk music heritage based on the Irish, English, and Scottish traditions that were brought to its shore centuries ago. Though similar in its Celtic influence to neighbouring Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland and Labrador are more Irish than Scottish and have more elements imported from English and French music than those provinces. Much of the region's music focuses on the strong seafaring tradition in the area and includes sea shanties and other sailing songs. Some modern traditional musicians include Great B.C. Annie Sisters, Dada Reys, Rory Lane, and Jim Perrine. Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra began in St. John's in 1962 as a 20-piece string orchestra known as St. John's Orchestra. Rosalie, a vaudeville steel performance troupe, put a blackface minstrelsy show, which were a popular source of entertainment in Newfoundland between 1911 and 1917. Modern theatre companies included the New Curtain Theatre Company in Crayonville and the New World Theatre Project in Cupids. Shakespeare's by the Sea presented outdoor production of the plays of William Shakespeare, as well as pieces of related to the province and culture. Thus, in Newfoundland and Labrador comprises dances that are specific to the province, including performance and traditional and indigenous dances. The Kitwak Dance Theatre, founded in 1987 is the oldest non-profit dance company in Newfoundland. Newfoundland and Labrador has a somewhat different sports culture from the rest of Canada, owing its part to its long history separate from the rest of Canada and under British rule. Ice hockey, however, remains popular. A minor league professional team called the Newfoundland Growlers of the ECHL plays at Mary Brown's Centre, formerly Mile 1 Centre in St. John's. Since the 2018-2019 season, the area had an intermittent American Hockey League present with the St. John's Maple Leafs, then St. John's Ice Caps until 2017, and the Newfoundland Senior Hockey League that teams around the island. Since the departure of the St. John's Folk Divo in 2008, Newfoundland and Labrador is the only province in Canada to not have a team in the major junior Canadian Hockey League. Should one ever join it, would be placed in the QMJHL, which hosts the Folk Divo and the jurisdiction over Atlantic Canada. Hurling and other Gaelic games have a very long history in the province and continue to be played. Association football, soccer, and rugby union are both more popular in Newfoundland and Labrador than in the rest of Canada in general. Soccer is hosted at King John V Park, a 6,000-seat stadium built at Newfoundland's National Stadium during the time as an independent dominion. Sierra Rugby Park is home for the Sierra RFC Rugby Union Club, as well as the Atlantic Rock, one of the 4 regional teams in the Canadian Rugby Championship. Other sports facilities in Newfoundland and Labrador include Pepsi Centre, an indoor arena in Corner Brook, and St. Patrick's Park, a baseball park in St. John's. Within province, the Newfoundland and Labrador Department of Transportation and Works operates all sponsored 15 automobile passenger and freight ferry routes which connect various communities along the province's significant coastlines. A regular passenger and car ferry service lasting about 90 minutes crosses the Strait of Bering Strait, connecting the province islands of Newfoundland with the region of Labrador on the mainland. Interprovincial ferry services are provided by Marine Atlantic, a federal crown corporation which operates autopass ferries from North Sydney, Nova Scotia to towns of Port aux Basque and Argentina on the southern coast of Newfoundland Island. Aviation: the St. John's International Airport and the Gander International Airport are the only airports in the province that are part of the national airport system. The St. John's International Airport handles nearly 1.2 million passengers a year, making it the busiest airport in the province and the 14th busiest in Canada. John International Airport underwent a major expansion of the terminal building, which was completed in 2021. The Deer Lake Port handles over 300,000 passengers a year. The Newfoundland Railway operates on the island of Newfoundland from 1898 to 1988, with a total track length of 906 miles, 458 kilometers. It was the longest 3 feet 6 in and 1,000 millimeter narrow gauge railway system in North America. The railway ended on June 20, 1988 in the Rails to the Roads deal. Threatin Rail Transport operates passenger rail service on its Saint Pierre, Quebec to Shefferville route passing through Labrador and stopping in several towns. In summary, we have focused about Newfoundland and Labrador, one of the provinces in Canada, confederated 31st March 1949, which is 12th. Capital, St. John's. Largest metro, Great St. John's, with a total area of 405,000 square kilometers, land only 373,000 square kilometers, water 31,000 square kilometers, ranked 10th with 4.1% of Canada, with a population as of the 2021 census a total of 510,000 people. Ranked 9th by population density, with a population density of 1.37 per square kilometer. Denomin Newfoundlander Laboratorian. Their official language English. Newfoundland time zones UTC minus 3.5 hours. Labrador UTC minus 4 hours from main timeline. Thank you very much for being with us. See you in other upcoming videos and thank you. Bye.